this is Sarah of Spa and Wellness MexiCaribe, and on this beautiful morning, I am here with Ashley Deckard of Color Up, and we're going to be talking about creating spa experiences with CBD products, which is a really exciting topic since CBD kind of exploded onto the market just a couple of years ago. It's really flourished, and it's something that's so in demand in our spas, and it has definitely been blooming internationally around the whole region. And Color Up, as one of the leading product brands of CBD products, are experts in creating experiences. So Ashley, over to you. Tell us a little bit more about this.
Thank you. Hi, everyone. Good morning. I'm so excited to be here. And I'm really excited to talk about CBD and creating spa experiences, because it's really about more than using the product. It's about how CBD interacts with an entire body system. And unless you understand that entire body system, then you're applying products just as you would any other traditional product. So today I'm looking forward to diving a little bit deeper with you guys and explaining how this works so that you can educate your clients and so that you yourself can experience some of the benefits of this amazing plant medicine as well. And from here, I'll go ahead and share my screen. And we will jump right in. All right, so my name is Ashley Deckard. I'm the Assistant Director of Education for Color Up CBD. We're located out of Denver, Colorado. And in addition to my position with Color Up, I also have my practice within our wellness center in Denver. And okay, so today, like I said, we'll talk a little bit about creating spa experiences with CBD and educating your clients on the importance of utilizing CBD and how it can benefit their skin, but also just their general well-being. So this is myself and our Director of Education, Liz. We have been collectively in the spa industry each for about a decade and are former educators. And of course, now we are the education team for Color Up in addition to our practices. So a little bit about Color Up as a company. We are local to Colorado. We're an organic and sustainable professional skin, body, life, and pet product brand. So we have a lot going on under our roof, and we make 100% natural, small batch, organic hemp-derived CBD products. And our intention for everyone who comes into contact with our products is that it supports them in balancing the mind, body, and spirit. And Color Up is a company because of Miss Callie here. And how this started is the three co-founders were in the marijuana industry at the time, and they shared Callie, and she developed a list of symptoms that led up to a cancer diagnosis, which included rashes on her skin, a low appetite, and they were treating her with high amounts of THC products since they were in the marijuana industry, and they were concerned that they weren't giving her the best quality of life. And our chief research officer, Will, had heard of CBD, but this was a long time ago before CBD was everywhere like it is now. And he was like, you know, I've been researching it, let's try it. And they realized that she was still experiencing the benefits of the plant medicine, but she wasn't having the psychoactive effects from the THC. And then they started taking it, they started giving it to friends and family, and from there, Color Up was born. And now we are the first CBD company that has ever put CBD in each step of the European facial. And it's really important that there is CBD throughout the entire facial because you want to activate that endocannabinoid system as soon as you start touching your client, because that's really what creating spa experiences with CBD is all about, is supporting the client's body and then also relaxing the body, then the mind from there. So Color Up describes our mission, our intention, and our values. It represents coloring up your attitude, your choices, your chakras, and your life in general. We really are a wellness company, and we want everyone to be able to experience the benefits, not only for their skin, but internally as well. So a little bit about the endocannabinoid system. It was discovered in the late 1980s in Israel and named in the 1990s. And this system is represented in our 12 major body systems, and it communicates with every single other system in our body as well. And this was definitely not something that was shared when I was in aesthetic school. I actually didn't learn about this until Color Up had presented at the school that I was educating at. And it's really just this incredible system that's flying under the radar, but it's getting much more recognition because of all of the beautiful benefits that it offers our bodies. So our endocannabinoid system is responsible for general homeostasis, which is also known as balance. And of course, balance can mean many things to many different people, but what it means for our bodies is that it's keeping us safe, healthy, and content. It's responsible for external and internal balance. It protects against inflammation, general disease, injuries, cancers, nerve damage, central nervous system responses, and immune function responses. So while we use this as a skincare product, as a massage product, the endocannabinoid system is working on a much deeper level. It also supports with psychological balance. It has been shown to allow us to experience new perspectives, and evidence suggests that our endocannabinoid system helps with subtle yet therapeutic shifts in the brain. And I would definitely say that if you are someone who's wanting to experiment with CBD, keep a journal, keep a track record of how you're feeling maybe the week before, and then the week of, and the week after you start taking the CBD, because it really is a subtle shift that you notice in your wellness. So how do we activate our endocannabinoid system? That is going to be through CB1 and CB2 receptors. There are a large amount of CB2 receptors and a small amount of CB1 receptors that are located directly in our skin. And that's really important when you're utilizing CBD products and wanting to get that CBD started from the very beginning when you are doing your massage or your facial, so that it has longer time in the body in order to be active versus just applying a serum maybe or doing a massage with the oil at the end. You're still getting some of those benefits, but it's not working in conjunction with your therapy. And it works really well with, of course, holistic modalities, but even other, if you're doing like chemical peels or something like that, it additionally works to encourage healing in the body with a stronger, more medically based treatment. So with those CB2 receptors that are located in the skin, you can think of them as a lock and key. The key is that neurotransmitter, which in our bodies, that's naturally being produced as anandamide, which is also known as the bliss molecule that our brain produces naturally in the body. So without utilizing CBD as a supplement, even if you've never heard of the endocannabinoid system before, all of this is functioning and working behind the scenes. The locks are CB1 and CB2 receptors, and different parts of our bodies respond to different cannabinoids. They can be stimulated by CBD inhalation, applied topically, or ingested as a sublingual tincture. Our endocannabinoid system additionally responds to plant-based cannabinoids like THC and CBD, which is why we have them as supplements within our products. So let's break it down a little bit. So our body responds to both endogenous and phytocannabinoids. Endo is the Latin root word meaning within or internal. Anandamide, which is also called the bliss molecule that we just talked about, that's named after Ananda, is our joy, bliss, or happiness molecule. We actually used to think that endorphins were responsible for runner's high, but we found out that it is anandamide. And you don't just activate it through running, you can activate your endocannabinoid system from doing anything that you really enjoy, like yoga, meditation, spending time with friends and family, and having those really rich relationships can also activate our endocannabinoid system. And then phyto means coming from plants. So we respond to both endogenous and phytocannabinoids. So what happens when we have an endocannabinoid deficiency? And I'll take it back a little bit and describe how this is possible. So maybe about 100 plus years ago, hemp literally grew like a weed everywhere. And the animals that we would eat the plants, and then we would eat the animals, and that's naturally feeding our body's own endocannabinoid system. Obviously, at this point, hemp does not grow just on the sides of the roads where animals are eating it. It's a very heavily regulated agricultural product in the US. And so people aren't receiving the benefits of it as regularly because animals aren't eating this plant either. It is also important to note that you can receive cannabinoids from other fruits and vegetables. So there are small amounts of plant-based cannabinoids in things like carrots and cacao and pears. So there are other ways to supplement in that way as well. But what can happen when we have this deficiency are some mental and emotional imbalances like anxiety and depression, a disruption or sleep cycle. Maybe we're experiencing insomnia, an imbalance in the central nervous system response, which causes an increase in harmful hormone production from the endocrine system, which is never a good thing. That really just spirals a lot of things in our bodies and just internal inflammation. But CBD can help with that, which is why people feel so great after a CBD massage or a CBD facial. It's helping to support in dropping those levels of cortisol in the body. Some physical imbalances that we can experience are autoimmune, like a flare of lupus or fibromyalgia, digestion complications like IBS, general body pain, tension, and tightness. And I'm sure that a lot of us as spa professionals notice that in our clients, even if they say like, oh, I'm not that stressed out, but you can tell in their bodies. And maybe they didn't even realize how stressed out they were until you started your treatment, you started the decompression, and then they're like, oh yeah, I actually was carrying a lot of that. And CBD can support them in releasing some of that tension. And then of course, skin disorders like acne, premature aging, psoriasis, and eczema are all based in inflammation. So CBD can help to support in the reduction of that inflammation, leading to clearer skin over time, which I will talk about as well. So let's break it down in terms of cannabis as a species, and I'll use this dog analogy here. So let's say we have a pug and we have a German Shepherd. We can agree that while they're both dogs, they are two very different dogs with different personalities, different sizes, all sorts of things. Cannabis is going to work the same way. So dogs are under the species of canine, but you have hundreds of different dogs. Hemp and marijuana is going to be under the species of cannabis, but marijuana is one plant, hemp is another plant. So hemp is one phenotype that contains cannabinoids, including CBD, but it is less than 0.3% THC and is legal in all 50 states. And it's regulated through the Industrial Farm Act. Marijuana is a secondary phenotype that contains cannabinoids, including CBD as well. So it is a very healing plant medicine that's greater than 0.3% THC. And in the United States, it must be sold in a dispensary. So what is CBD? Its scientific name is cannabidiol, and it is produced from the cannabis sativa plant, from the flower of the female hemp plant. So we use purely hemp-derived CBD products. CBD is one of more than 100 active cannabinoids in the cannabis plant and is completely non-psychoactive. And that's something that's really important to be educated on as a spa professional so that we can educate our clients on that as well. So if they are receiving a CBD massage or a CBD facial, they are not going to experience any psychoactive effects from that. And CBD has a large range of healing properties and medical benefits on its own without any THC needed. The entourage effect can come from utilizing a full spectrum product, which we do utilize in our body care. So each cannabinoid is going to have its own specific healing attributes. THC, CBD, CBN, CBG, and CBC are the main 5 that are testing at high enough levels in order to be detected in our 3rd and 4th party testing. And it is important to utilize a full spectrum product when people are maybe experiencing pain or inflammation in their muscle tissue. This can help to address that more quickly. And I would say for either massage therapists or estheticians, you can utilize this during a foot massage. You can utilize it during hand and arm, neck and shoulders massage. We have salves that are really amazing at helping to really reduce that muscle tension that people are experiencing. But at this point, it hasn't been scientifically proven that a full spectrum product is beneficial for skincare specifically. So at this time, we have pure CBD that is in our skincare. So how are cannabinoids extracted? It's really important that quality hemp CBD comes from an organic farm. And the reason being is that hemp is naturally a bioaccumulate plant, which means that it absorbs all of the toxins and pesticides that are used to grow the plant a little bit more quickly and more stably. But if we are then ingesting or applying that non-organically grown hemp product, then we are also ingesting some of those pesticides that it was used to grow in. So it's super important that you look for a quality, organically grown hemp-derived product. And now you have color up, so there's no reason to look around, but that's definitely something to consider. CO2 extraction is their current gold standard, which utilizes very low temperatures and high pressure to harvest the cannabinoids. And we source from Kind Roots Botanicals out in Ray, Colorado. So it's much more sustainable because they grow and extract on site. They are a CGMP certified extraction lab, and they organically grow on 1,200 acres. And not just hemp, they grow fruits and vegetables and all sorts of other things. So how can you or your clients receive some of the benefits of CBD? So one, through inhalation, through the lungs, through an isolate powder. Some people do sprinkle an isolate powder on THC flower and consume it that way. That'll be active within your system in about 15 minutes. Ingestion through mucosal membranes under the tongue or the digestive system. We have internal sublinguals and capsules as well. So an internal sublingual generally is utilized by placing 3 to 5 drops underneath the tongue and then holding for 15 to 20 seconds. That will be active in your system within 15 to 20 minutes. Let's say that you infuse a tea or your water with a CBD sublingual product. It's then going through your digestive system. That will be active in about 2 hours afterwards. A really great way to incorporate CBD into your spa experiences is going to be through offering either a sublingual tincture that your clients can take. We make a sample pack that they can have an individual small amount that they can take beforehand and just utilize right underneath the tongue. Or you can have a larger amount that your clients can infuse their teas with, water, coffee, etc. My personal favorite is having to gift them the little sublingual. They just like to be able to experience it more than once, and they'll notice that effect throughout their treatment. So that's something that as a professional, I really like to do for my clients. And then, of course, topically applied directly to the skin for massage or skincare is another way that we can receive the benefits of CBD. So side effects and contraindications. CBD has been studied and proven to be safe for adults with a wide range of disease and discomfort. The most common side effect has been drowsiness in higher dosage, but still not active psychoactively like THC. So in general, there are no specific contraindications for CBD for skincare or massage. You will just go through your general intake form to look out for contraindications. So CBD and CB2 receptors for massage and skincare. So one of the things I'm most passionate about as a service provider is relaxation. And when I first became an esthetician, I would hear about, fluff and buff facials or massages. And I definitely did not want to be one of those service providers. But there is such an importance, and I think I've realized this as I've gotten older as well, there's such an importance in true relaxation for our clients. We live in such high stress times, even if we aren't experiencing chaos in our lives or have super demanding jobs, just the way that the world operates at this point is stressful for our nervous system. So I love that CBD supports in stimulating our autonomic nervous system, which is our rest and digest. This allows our body's cortisol levels to drop, which facilitates healing in the entire body. So as a service provider, you are able to stimulate this system and support your clients in relaxation, which over time is going to lead to deeper healing, more sustained results with your clients. So even if you are a more medically based esthetician or massage therapist, it's still important that your clients are receiving some relaxation within their services so that their body can heal. Because of course we know that ingredients are super powerful in terms of healing, and there are so many amazing skincare products that are out there, but nothing can heal like the body can. And what we're doing as, estheticians, massage therapists, cosmetic formulators is trying to replicate the healing of the body. So this is a really great way to just tap in holistically to what our clients are going to need from us. There's a decrease in acute and chronic inflammation, an increase in immune function. It allows the anandamide transmitter or our bliss molecule to be active for longer in the brain after the massage or facial session has ended. So we're continuing that healing process afterwards. And athletes are active people. CBD can support in recovery time. So really great for people who are out on super active vacations as well. And then using CBD topically enhances all other benefits of massage and skincare as well. Of course, it's achieved more so over multiple sessions, which is why recommending home care can support your clients in achieving that more of that well-being as well. So CBD is highly antioxidant and it protects our skins from free radical damage. It's more powerful than vitamins A, C, E, or omega-3 fatty acids. The great thing about Color Up is that we are also using those super powerful vitamins in conjunction with the CBD to increase our antioxidant activity within our products. It's naturally antibacterial and promotes antibacterial peptides, making it great for acne. It's naturally antifungal and most famously of all, anti-inflammatory. We know that all skin conditions, acne, premature aging, and hyperpigmentation are all manifestations of inflammation. So utilizing CBD in your services is really targeting the root issue. Some benefits of utilizing CBD in your skincare treatments, of course, are anti-aging. It's naturally moisturizing because you do have CB2 receptors that are connected to the SIBO sites within your skin. It regulates skin cell proliferation. Anandamide is actually released during the keratinization process and the skin cell proliferation process. It reduces inflammation and improves overall texture of the skin. And that's probably one of the main things that I've noticed in terms of benefits from my clients and my skin is just the improvement of the overall texture and the smoothness of the skin. For acneic clients, it supports in regulating sebum. It's naturally antibacterial and antimicrobial, regulates skin cell proliferation within the follicle. So over time, that's going to help to reduce the amount of acne lesions. It reduces inflammation, which we know, of course, is the base of acne. With hyperpigmentation, it's going to break up discoloration and increase skin cell turnover, which is going to support an evening of skin tone. And with general inflammation like eczema, rosacea, and psoriasis, of course, these things aren't going to go away just with the topical application of CBD, but we can manage the flare, we can manage the amount of inflammation. I've had clients that I give them a sample of the salve, they utilize that, and 3 days later, it's much, much better and less inflamed. So here's a really powerful before and after photo. This is about 8 months apart, but I'm sure that her skin was clearing up well before this. But this really speaks to the power of utilizing internal products and the external products. She was utilizing the capsules, the pure vegan gel capsules, and then utilizing our refined cleansing pads, Level Up and Firm serums, our treatment oil, and the zinc moisturizer. And you can just see the beautiful results that she has here. She was experiencing hormonal cystic acne for about 2 years. And then when she transitioned to utilizing more Color Up and CBD products and, adjusting her lifestyle and stress levels, you can see that it really helped to clear her skin. A few products that we can utilize within our services. I love the refined cleansing pads for pre and post extractions. These are also really great to retail for clients that are on the go, if they're on vacation and they're not wanting to dedicate a lot of time to their skincare routine, which when I was in Mexico in January, I did not want to dedicate a ton of time to my skincare routine either. So this made it really easy just for me to cleanse my skin and throw some oil and sunscreen on and call it a day. But these are especially great because of the willow bark extract, which contains naturally occurring salicylate, which is the cousin to salicylic acid. So it's purifying the pores. And then organic licorice and mulberry root extracts, which are highly antioxidant and brightening ingredients. The Mist Hydrating Tonic is so beautiful, one, because of its aroma, neroli, geranium, rose, lavender, and fragrances. It's like vacation just when you spray it around in general, but it does help to increase the water content in the skin. And being down in Mexico, being on vacation, your skin can get really dry. People can get sunburns. There's cucumber extract in there, which is going to help to support in reducing some of that inflammation. And like I said, increase water content in the skin. Our Remedy Treatment Oil, which was also featured in Vogue, my favorite stranded on a desert island product. If I could only have one thing, it would be this. Of course, there's CBD, but also rose hip oil, which are rich in antioxidant vitamins A and C. Is super brightening and helps to smooth the texture. I love to use this in my practice as a dermaplaning medium, massage medium. I mix it with the glow mask, which I'll talk about in just a moment. There are so many things that you can do with this product. And then there's also macadamia nut oil and rose essential oil in there. So the aroma is just beautiful. Our Glow Illuminating Mask is incredible for facial treatments, especially facial massage. Instead of utilizing a oil traditionally and then going into masking afterwards, you can take 2 steps in one by mixing the Remedy treatment oil with the Glow Illuminating Mask and using that as a massage medium. And then your client is getting more active ingredients during the massage portion of the facial. You can also massage for longer, which is what I really love about it. So they get that really deep relaxation. What's special about the Glow Illuminating Mask is its herb blend here, which I encourage you to take a screenshot of this. And it can really support in reducing uneven skin tone, and it's really amazing for dry acne and helps to reduce some of that post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation as well. And then, of course, last but not least, our Elemental Zinc Moisturizer is absolutely incredible. It's been award-winning, especially for oily and acneic skin types. It's my hands down favorite zinc moisturizing product, and it has mineral sun protecting properties. So I feel confident going out into the sun with just this on, and I reapply every 2 hours as you would with traditional sunscreen. But because of the CBD and the zinc oxide, it helps to promote a healing response in the skin, making it perfect for somebody to utilize post-sun as well. Okay, I'm right at 10:30. Thank you guys so much for your time. If you have any questions, currently I'm happy to answer any questions that come through. And then, of course, reach out to me via email. I'm Ashley at colorupco.com. Follow us on Instagram at ColorUpCBD. Myself and our Director of Education, Liz, we do Instagram Lives every month, and we cover a variety of different topics from retailing to the benefits of internal CBD and beyond. So check us out there as well. And then we additionally, if you want to learn more about CBD, we are running a special through August 31st through the summer. So if you have some downtime this summer, take our master program. It's over 6 hours of education, and Liz and I do a real deep dive into the benefits of cannabinoids in general, how they benefit your well-being, your skin, how it can benefit your practice. So thank you guys so much.
Thank you, Ashley. That was so informative. One question is about the endocannabinoid system. Is it specific just to the cannabis plant and CBD, or are there other, I mean, I know you mentioned that even carrots and cacao actually activate the system. Are there any other magical plants or substances that activate this same system, or really is it just really tailored to the cannabis plant?
Yeah, so in terms of activating the endocannabinoid system, the quickest way to be able to do that is going to be through some sort of phytocannabinoid or through the endocannabinoid system in your body that's naturally already there. So you don't have to just supplement with plants. Your body already has the system working, which is really amazing. And how you can activate that is through exercise, through meditation, through breath work, through having really great relationships in your life, doing things that make you joyous. That can also activate that system. But in addition, there are other foods like carrots and pears and apples, cacao, all sorts of things that contain a small amount of cannabinoids, but the biggest bang for your buck, I guess, would be in a phytocannabinoid, of course, directly.
Fantastic. So really, this is a miraculous plant that we have available to us. I love that you also mentioned the bliss molecule that can be activated by meditation, yoga, and hanging out with your friends.
Yeah, totally. It's just like enjoying your life and, remembering that is super important.
Wonderful. I'm just checking in with Fabi if we have any other questions. I think we are all done for now. We're going to put your contact info here. Obviously, we have it on the slide, but in the comments below the video. So anyone watching after the video is live, when it's a recorded version, then they can contact you or Color Up for any further questions and start creating CBD experiences for their guests in spas. Thank you so much, Ashley. This was very
Thank you, Sarah.